Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
Okay, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and our home team. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go, set, 60 Pittsburgh.
Let's get in there, let's get in there. Switch. Slam.
Recon, 132 fighter, Bravo.
Throwing on first down. McGee over the middle, complete. That's Barker. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Ready.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
218, chop it.
Come get
Hey, team 6.
Here, Take four.
Get it.
From the gun, McGee. It's complete to Mariani. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Off play action. McGee. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a loose football. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The first down carry here for Johnson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the gun, here's Watson. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Down. 15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Hit it.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's third down.
Set, ready? 18 Gator.
Blue down.
Pop down.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Gurley. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. I like that call. I'm assuming you're with me.
I am. I'm totally with you. And to me, they saw something that they liked there. Because, let's face it, it's going to be a mass of bodies. But it feels like the head coach has said, my best runner over my best blocker. Give it to me right now.
And you only needed 1 yard where they were on the other side of the field. Seems like a no-brainer.
If we can't get one, what are we doing out here?
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Badgley able to punch this one through, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to keep it here. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Check, 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 check. Check three, check three, check three.
24! Larry!
57's the mic. Watch 57. Hold on. They scared. Let's 57. 57's right. Hey.
Watson. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Let's bring it. Hatchet, hatchet.
Throwing again is Watson. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it. At the 44.
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
25, check 25, 25.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 35.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
54! Alert! Alert!
Again, it's Watson. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him. So I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Hey, check Mike 27.
Throwing again on second down. Watson dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. This from 42 yards out. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
He's coming. Hey, Sam off. Under 10, 10, 2.
Operating from the gun, McGee. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Jim. Blue draw forfeits.
Back to the air on 2nd down. McGee. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Go. Rock it.
Crunch time, defense.
From the gun, McGee. And he comes back with one complete. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
70, Indy.
Let's go, Z. Gonna be a long day.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, McGee. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Todd Gurley, as the first half is winding down, and the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this? A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Watch the boot, watch the boot.
Hey, Jack. Get.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And caught by Henry. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Be careful.
Operating from the gun, McGee. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Looking for the end zone. And Brown's got it for a Charger touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. After the run, Watson going to throw. He finds his target, Fuller. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, McGee. Throw left side complete. It's Barker. And he's got this down to the 35. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
10-2 stop.
Mike the 59. Oh, yeah.
Yo, cheetah. Shoot.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th.
A 51-yard attempt.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And that's the obvious risk you run with a long field goal, lower trajectory, greater chance of having blocked like it was.
And a lot more pressure on your protection team because, as you noted, longer field goal, it's going to come out a little bit lower. So that means you got to get those hands down and out of the lanes. That didn't happen.
Great job picking it up and giving them great field position. Got him in. It's Brown. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 6-yard line.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Get it.
2nd and 2. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Here's Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. It's caught. Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. On first down, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 13.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Off the play fake. McGee. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 30. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
On 2nd and goal, Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Now Watson. This complete to Jones. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Duke Johnson his 4th touchdown on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no? You just, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, LA. A.J. Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. Back to throw. McGee. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Watson on 1st down. He completes it to Jones. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And now a shot into coverage downfield is complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. On 1st and 10, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 22-yard touchdown grab. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offense.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 30, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Todd Gurley. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 34. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one up. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Justin Reed. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Back to throw, Watson. He finds his man, Johnson. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and 11. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check, check. Lucky.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2. Watson. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Oh, no, he lost the football. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Set. 19. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
One last throw here for Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins.
We got this.
A big off to help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the home team here, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Southern California, so long, everybody.